I'm Rachel, and this is my November 2020 book haul. I have 4 books, more or less, to share with you today, the last of which just came in the mail. I ordered 3 books off of Abe Books, and the mail system being what it is, I ordered it like mid-month, and I'm still waiting for one of them to come. Hopefully it's on its way, but I have 2 others here to share. And all 3 of these books are inching their way up to the top of my Goodreads TBR, meaning that I put them on the list several years ago now, 2016, and I'm hoping to read them all very soon, and they are all short story collections, starting with this one. These are the complete stories of Dorothy Parker. And I'm pretty sure I put her on my list because I took, now years ago, a quiz that I'm sure I could never find again, where probably through the Jewish Book Council, it asked the question, like, which Jewish writer are you most like? And I took the quiz and I got Dorothy Parker, and I thought, well, I guess I should read myself some Dorothy Parker. And next year, I will be doing that. This next collection is a little bit more hybrid. It's called The Last Chicken in America. It's a novel in stories, so these are interlinked short stories. It's a genre that I've been into a bit in the past. And another thing that I've been into in the past is short story collections by Jewish Russian immigrants. And this is Ellen Littman writing more short stories about Jewish Russian immigrants. And in fact, I will be reading this collection very soon for Hanukkah, because I've had a tradition these past few years of reading one short story in a Jewish collection per each night of Hanukkah. So stay tuned in December for a review of this book. Speaking of the Jewish Book Council, I have one of their own publications that just came to me in the mail. It's not a traditional book, it's more of a literary magazine that they put out every year. This is Paper Brigade. There's poetry and short stories and essays and all sorts of things in this kind of chunky publication, which is in fact very delayed. It was supposed to come out near the beginning of the year, and they had some publication mishaps, and then COVID happened, so now it's here. In fact, I think there's a launch party for it on the 2nd of December. I had hoped to read and review this in February, because in February I usually read and review literary magazines. It was another thing personally that went off the rails for me this COVID year, but I'm thinking maybe I'll be doing that for next February. I should have enough time to get through this before then. And finally, I have another small indie press collection of short stories. This comes from Alternating Currents Press. I'll leave a link to them down below. And the collection is called What Shines From It by Sarah Rauch, hoping I'm saying that correctly, and I will read from the back. The 11 stories in Sarah Rauch's What Shines From It are rife with the physical and the psychic wounds of everyday life. In Beholden, girl meets boy meets unsettled spirits of post-9/11 New York City, but her future can't hold them all. In Kitten, a struggling veteran and his wife argue over adopting an abandoned kitten, deepening their financial and emotional rifts. In Abandon, a ghost baby ravages a woman following a late-term miscarriage, marring her chances for new love. And in Kinskaroy, another thing I hope I'm saying correctly, a married potter falls for a married geologist and discovers the luminosity of being broken. What Shines From It is populated by women on the verge of transcendence, brimming with anger and love, and working-class artists haunted by the ghosts of their desires. Abiding by a distinctly guarded New England sensibility, these stories inhabit the borderlands of long-established cities where humans are still learning to embrace the natural world. Subtly exploring sexualities, relationships, birth and rebirth, identity, ghosts, and longing, Rauch searches for the places where our protective shells are cracked and space poetic language limns those edges of loneliness and loss with light. So yeah, in all honesty, when I was choosing to buy from this press, I had various options, and I can't remember exactly why I chose this collection. It does seem to have a little bit of a magical realist bent, which in the past I've gone back and forth on, but I will step into this book in good faith and hope for good things. So that about covers it for me now. I will leave the Goodreads links pages for all of these books down below. In the meantime, I will be back on this channel hopefully in a day or so with my week 4 NaNoWriMo vlog. And in that vein, I have to get off of here ASAP because I am hurtling headfirst toward the finish line and trying to catch up and make my 50K. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Happy reading, and I'll see you next time.